Hey guys, Big T. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about your 72-hour bug out bag. I know there's a ton of information out there on YouTube. I don't want to discredit, say one is better than the other. This is just what I do. I am of the mindset, however, that your 72-hour bug out bag could end up being more than 72 hours. Take the situation that you just saw. If your car breaks down, you run out of fuel, you got to get out of Dodge fast, whatever the reason, you better have something that's going to give you some sustainability to ensure your survival. So I'm going to go over what's in my bag, and you can make your own mind up, make your own choice, what works for you. But this is just what I do, and keep in mind, it's constantly evolving and it's constantly changing. Check it out. All right, here's my 72-hour bug out bag. Like I said, it's not for everyone. Everybody has their opinion. This is just what I put in mine. So I've got thoughts even on bags. This is an ACU. I have a multicam. Got a bunch of different ones. I've got the user-friendly Backpacker George look. So kind of just depends on your environment and your situation and what you're going for. This environment, ACU is kind of nice just because it's a drier California area and it blends a little better in. If it were a greener area up north, I would definitely go multicam, whatever, something like that. But nevertheless, let's open this thing up and take a look. This, by the way, is a Condor 3-day assault. In here I have a GPS, I have a bunch of paracord. Trash bags are very useful. Yes, don't laugh, these are dollar store reading glasses. They fold up nicely. Old guys like me need a little help. And in here I have a flashlight. This is a very bright flashlight that mounts on my head or can be used otherwise. And in here I have my lymphatic compass. And in here I've got a multi-tool. Sorry, it's not a multi-tool. This is my miniature chainsaw. Pretty amazing device. It cuts very well, very effective. And I've used that, it works very well. And of course my old Swiss Army fold-out couch. Thing is amazing. I love this thing. It has a lot of stuff on it. Most important is the I'm not going to say that right now. But anyway, it's great. Very, very useful. Now, in here, this is my get to quick bag portion where I just have items that I'm going to want to get to quickly. In here, I carry my food. Keep that in a big storage bag. I got enough food right here for about maybe 3 days. An umbrella. You might laugh, but an umbrella is a big lifesaver. This is just a little cheapy, very small umbrella. Works amazingly well. Back in here, I have road maps of the United States. I have maps of my local area. I have navigation tools. I have, of course, Citizen's Rule Book. I have different helpful things in here. I have another constitution to hand out to people. And I even bring this as a way to help people that I might run into that don't understand mapping. I like to use a military grid reference system. So that's what I use. That's what I have. That's kind of just more literature stuff. And in here, there's really nothing. So let's move on to the big boy pouch. In here, I have, and I keep everything in these baggies just so in case they get wet, I have dry, warm clothes. These are amazing thermals. They're military grade. That's not a knife, mate. That's a knife. And that's a great chopper, sawing, and it's inexpensive. I know it's a Walmart. There's much better knives out there, but you know, for a couple times use, it's what I can use. In here I have all of my toiletries. Now, this is very personal, but I do have matches in here, and I do mix this up a little. I have sound protection. I just have a lot of things. Waterproof matches, toilet paper, chapstick. I even have an emergency dental kit in here. Emergency flashlight, radio, so you can kind of hear latest news. A little pot that I use for boiling water. It's a little eBay stove, 3.9 pounds. I write weight down on everything. I carry some ammo. I got some 223 in here. I have 9mm. In here I also have my stove, the gas for the stove. Kind of just all that useful cooking device stuff. These are very high energy SOS emergency bars. They'll give you so many calories. If you look at one of my videos, you'll see that I made a shelter out of this heat sheet, and I'll try to link that into this below. But this is an amazing shelter. The heat radiates back on you. It's a great shelter from the rain and everything else. And in here I have the things that I use for trapping and alarms. These are little dollar store sound devices that you use to put a tripwire on them, turn them on. Somebody comes into your camp, it'll notify you. And then this would be used for different traps that I can use for snaring and so on. Of course, gloves. I carry an extra heat sheet. This is an amazing sleeping device. I've actually slept in this thing for 2 nights up in Mount Pinos. Adventure medical kit. It's just a bivvy, works really, really well. In here I carry my fire starter. I have like 5, no, actually I've got 7 methods of fire starting. And I carry some wire for making slings. Now don't laugh, but this little thing right here, if you get proficient with it, this slingshot, you can take out some small animals with it, have yourself some squirrel, what have you. These are all of my lines that I use and for rigging up my tarps and so on and so forth. I have some extra things in here. I have some camouflage paint. I have a little solar starter in here. I have an orange vest for signaling if I need to be find my way out. More paracord. I just have a lot of different things in here that I find very, very useful. This is an amazing thing right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's an emergency pocket survival kit. It has a frontal lens, however you pronounce that, and I can use that for fire starting as well. Now in here I have my water purification system. This is really great. It's a gravity system, works really, really well. And I have fish mocks in here. I just have a couple other items that I would utilize. And one of the things I highly recommend you guys is this. This is Kydex. It's not Kydex. Tyvek. Oh boy, this is Tyvek. It works really, really well for ground covering for your footprint, so that you don't get any moisture coming up on you. Good way to keep the moisture from coming up on you. Now, that's kind of a rough overview of what I have. But the important thing to think about is what's in it for you. What are you going to utilize? What's most important? Well, the most important thing, you guys, is that you keep warm by fire, by shelter, something else like that. You can go a long time without food, but you're not going to go very long without water. So water is really important. That's why I have my water system in here. I have a way of making it solar still. I have a natural filtration thing. I also have a life straw, which I took out of this kit to show somebody else, and I didn't put it back in. Life straw is an amazing product, but also just procuring water out of nothing. Now, when I do my survival class up at Mount Pinos, you'll learn those things. Well, let's move on to this outer small pocket here. This pocket right here, I just have a simple rappelling device, and then of course this is for my GPS in there. And then I carry, along with all of that, I have water in here. I have 1 quart of water in this canteen off to the side. Like I said, you can't go very long without water, so water is key, shelter is key, keeping warm, staying away from hypothermia is very, very important. So that's kind of it, what I put in my 72-hour bug out bag. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, well, what's in those bags? Well, you know what I'm gonna try to do is put all these out for you in a list, maybe on my next video. But this is just a rough idea of my 72-hour bug out bag. Well guys, that's my 72-hour bug out bag. That's what I do. I'm not saying it's perfect, but that's just what I do. I would encourage you guys to get your bags in order, get them ready, and put them in your car. Be ready. You never know. It's like that spare tire. You hope you never have to use it, but it's there when you need it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe and be ready for my new e-store coming up called AreYouReadyfour.com. I'll be posting videos on that very soon. I'll be collaborating with some of my friends on Facebook and here on YouTube. Until later, I'll see you guys. This is Big T signing off. Testing 1, 2. More items that I would utilize. What could happen? Now I know a lot of you people think, oh, nothing's gonna fall apart. Take 2. Too much philosophizing. You may say wish you had a gun at a certain time, it's better to have had